Before we start today's video, I would like to take a moment to address the current situation with the wildfires in Australia. Currently, much of Australia is suffering from massive brush fires that are affecting a significant portion of the Aussie population. While you and I can't do much from our own homes, we can do something. So from this day until the end of February, 100% of all profits made on my merchandise store will be donated to an Australian relief organization, chosen by the Aussies in our community at the end of February. All merchandise will be reduced down to a $2 profit so that it is not too much of a burden on you as well. Currently, we have these amazing boss mugs, just a little way of telling your employees that they're doing a good job while at the same time reminding yourself that they're just fucking idiots. Black and white colors are available with left and right-handed options. More merchandise will be added as it is designed, so check back regularly for new products throughout the month. Now, time for Stupid. Hey guys, and welcome to the first Debate Wars video. Today's video contains excerpts from the debate between Kent Hovind and Professor Dave Explains on the Modern Day Debate channel, and is a contest to see who can make Kent Hovind look like a bigger idiot, Professor Dave or Kent Hovind himself. We'll start with Kent Hovind and then go to Professor Dave and compare numbers at the end to get a victor. Personally, I don't think any single human on Earth could ever make Kent Hovind look dumber than he makes himself look, but Professor Dave is pretty witty, so grab a handful of beans to count with, and let's begin.
There's a lot of prey out there that are running from predators. Rabbits have been running from predators for a long time. Why haven't any of them evolved wings? Don't you think that would help? So a strawberry that became octoploidy, 8 times the volume, all they end up is those giant strawberries that taste terrible. Is it still a strawberry, Dave? Nobody's ever seen a strawberry produce a non-strawberry. Okay, I'm a kindergarten dropout, okay? I want the audience to see what a dumb religion you guys have chosen to follow. Science. Pay attention. Fossils, you cannot prove any fossils had any children at all. This coffee cup is made of 100% natural materials, okay? Ceramics from the ground and stuff like that. For a man to take the materials from the ground and produce a coffee cup is understandable. For an intelligent God to take the dust and make a human, that's logical. For the dust to make itself into a human, that's not logical, Dave. What's the gene code of this rock that you came from?
That's what you're doing.
The last thing I want to do is mischaracterize science. That's very interesting. We have a section in our museum working on right now about trilobites living with humans all along. So it's our man-made classification system started by Carolus Linnaeus and modified 1,000 times since then. I think in the biblical classification, if it swims in the water, it's in the fish category. So whales would be in the fish category by their classification. It's a matter of who's making the rules. You know, it varies all the time. Do you think a paternity test would show that you are related to somebody in China? I bet we all have a common ancestor with the Chinese. I think her name was Eve and his name was Adam. I am completely lost on what his question was now. Yeah, I believe paternity tests are fine. I don't think they would show that we all came back from a rock, though. I don't think paternity tests would show that. No, you don't have to believe in young Earth creation. By the way, 6,000 is not young. 6,000 is a long time. Did you know whales and battleships are both attracted by gravity? Well, no, even without the Bible, I could say it's obvious there's a creator. I think somebody created this coffee cup. Had nothing to do with the Bible. The living things came out of this living molecules, organic molecules, came from this soup, from the rocks that got rained on. Dave, you believe you came from a rock.
Whales are not fish.
Today they're not, because somebody decided to put them in the mammal category. I have been studying science all of my life. I love learning new things. I've studied an awful lot in quite a few fields of science. I'm not the world's expert on any of them, but I've got enough common sense to know that dogs produce dogs and cows produce cows. It's true. Ask any kennel. Go to any kennel, call them up. Do your dogs ever produce anything but a dog? Dogs produce dogs. I'm going to say dogs produce dogs from now on, because that's, you know what? Dogs produce dogs.
Whoa, 23, Kent Hovind? You've really set the bar for self-deprecation. You saw stupidity, looked it in its eyes, and said dogs come from dogs without shame. But the real question here is, does Professor Dave have what it takes to make Kent Hovind look dumber than he makes himself look? So restart the counter, and let's continue.
Your argument is basically there is a thing that is designed, therefore everything is designed. Okay, well, a snowflake forms spontaneously, so everything forms spontaneously. It's the same thing. The conclusion does not follow from the premise. It's not a valid argument. But you say these things to simple-minded people to trick them. I'm not simple-minded, so why are you telling them to me? How? Okay, see, when you say things like frog turning into a prince, you're just revealing that you are a con man. Why are you saying things like frog turn into a prince and a car doesn't make itself from a tornado? These things are not valid analogies.
I am mocking it because it is stupid. It is stupid to believe a protista evolved to a human.
What? Based on your incredible expertise that does not exist because you have no education whatsoever?
I've got fossils all over our museum here. Here's a petrified clam.
Ken,
could we prove this clam?
May I respond to the dumb thing that you just said? May I respond to the dumb thing that you just said? Or do you just want to keep steamrolling and say dumb thing after another?
No.
Did you hear what I just said? That fossilized organism does not have to have population.
I've heard it till I want to puke on it. Okay?
Well, you want to puke on it because it demonstrates that you have no idea what you're talking about.
I have every idea what I'm talking. You're the one that doesn't know.
No, you don't, or you wouldn't say that dumb thing that you just said.
It was on the chart. I just showed you one on the chart. I'm trying to help you understand, son, okay? Let's try this one.
No, you're not trying to help anybody understand anything ever. You're trying to make money. That's what this is. Don't try to screw around.
These folks live here and work here. Am I in this for the money? Oh, no. You better come visit.
Oh, my gosh. Your minions agree with you.
You have no clue what you're talking about. Now, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Simple.
Okay, Dino Park man.
Biology 15 years. I believe biology.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Kent. No, you didn't.
Okay.
You lied to children in a church. That's not teaching biology.
That's very interesting. We have a section in our museum working on right now about trilobites living with humans all along. There might even be some.
Yeah, that sounds fascinating, though it's not based in reality.
I got it. You need to watch my video number 6.
I don't need to watch any of your videos, Kent.
You didn't? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you?
I didn't, and I don't need to.
Well, no, even without the Bible, I could say it's obvious there's a creator. I think somebody created this coffee cup. Had nothing to do with the Bible. This has a creator.
Yeah, another man-made object that has nothing to do with anything. Your argument is that a designed thing exists, therefore everything is designed. Well, I can tell you that something like a snowflake forms spontaneously, so everything forms spontaneously. Neither of those conclusions follow from the premise. They're both bad arguments. You should stop saying it, even though it's one of your favorite ridiculous things to say.
The living things came out of this organic living molecules came from this soup, from the rocks that got rained on. Dave, you believe you came from a rock. You just admitted it and don't even know it.
No, I don't. I believe that organic molecules produce life, but you know who does believe that humans came from rocks? You do. You believe that God created Adam from dust. So you're describing your ridiculous belief.
Now, let me try it. Nobody sees it happen without intelligent input. An intelligent God can take the dust and form it into a man and breathe into the nostrils and it comes alive.
And you don't think that's stupid?
No, I think that's the only answer we can come up with.
You're looking at cladistics and evolutionary biology and very well understood things that slowly create organization over time, and you think that's stupid, and you think a God going on dust is not stupid.
So it's our man-made classification system started by Carolus Linnaeus and modified 1,000 times since then. I think in the biblical classification, if it swims in the water, it's in the fish category. So whales would be in the fish category by their classification. It's a matter of who's making the rules. You know, it varies all the time. So I don't think that's worth arguing.
One of many errors in the Bible. One of many errors in the Bible.
That's not an error to call a whale a fish.
Whales are not fish. Whales are not fish. What does that have to do with anything? Whales are not fish. Also, pi is not equal to exactly 3. There are tons of errors in the Bible, whether you want to admit it.
That's not an error. By our modern classification system, whales are no longer in the fish category. I don't think God cares what we call them. He said if they swim in the ocean or the water, they're in the fish category. So he put them in with the fish, and that's fine with me.
Is it that, or that the people who wrote the Bible had no idea what they were talking about?
I think anybody looking at a whale swimming in the water would say, you know, that could be in the fish category. No problem.
How does God have so little understanding of his own creation that he thinks that whales are the same as fish?
Evolution has nothing to do with science, Dave. Evolution has nothing to do with science. Science is things we can observe, study, test.
Cornerstone of biology.
we can't
So
make
you
life
keep
in the
this,
land.
this thing about seeing, but you admitted that you can't see atoms, and atoms are the basis of chemistry. So there's really no water to this argument that we have to see things. So
Okay.
You're wrong.
So if science has never been able to produce life, therefore, it's part of science because nobody's ever seen
Science
it.
has also never been able to produce a universe. So what?
I am completely lost on what his question was now. What was it? Oh, paternity test. Yeah, I believe paternity tests are fine. I don't think they would show that we all came back from a rock, though. I don't think paternity tests would show that.
No rock, because rocks don't have genes, Kent.
No, you don't have to believe in young Earth creation. By the way, 6,000 is not young. 6,000 is a long time. Billions is pure imagination, but 6,000 is not young. But no, you don't have to believe that to be a Christian. Many Bible believing, many people love the Lord, believe they've been saved, they're going to heaven, they're a Christian, and they believe the earth is billions of years old. They're wrong. But Jesus simply preached the truth. All you do, preach the truth, and some turn away because of that. In John chapter 6, at the end of chapter 6, almost everybody turned away from Jesus for just simply preaching the truth. It's been the history of all through the Bible. The prophets would preach the truth, and some would get angry and they'd stone them to death or kill them or do mean things to them. So preaching the truth sometimes angers people. I think Dave's pretty angry tonight.
Radiometric dating versus some book says a thing. Thank you for confirming what I said in my opening statement.
I
book
believe
says
that.
a thing. That's your evidence for everything. I don't care what your book says. It's a book.
How
about Harry Potter? There's a guy named Harry Potter. He does magic and flies around. Did that happen too? Is that true?
You're the one with the imagination. You think a protista became a whale in a pine tree. That's imagination, Dave. That's not science.
Argument from incredulity. I'm sorry that you don't understand biology.
It's not my problem. It is incredulous. It is completely incredulous to believe a pine tree and a whale and a mosquito are related.
Zero scientific training and doesn't understand science at all, as you continue to demonstrate.
Oh, I think I
understand.
understand.
You have to learn science to understand it. Did you know that? Did you know that you have to learn science to understand it?
Dave, a strawberry becoming a strawberry is not evidence that a protista became a whale.
What do those two things have to do with each other? I'm not a dumb person.
They have to do with showing you have a religion. You don't have a science. You have a religious belief.
No moral code, no social structure, no evoking a deity, no rituals. It is not a religion. You can call it one, but you're wrong.
All the theory of evolution states is that life creates new subcategories. Honest question, do you not understand this simple concept, or are you purposely misrepresenting evolution?
The latter.
He gave two false dichotomies. Which is 2? 2 plus 3 is 5, or 2 plus 3 is 10, or 2 plus 3 is 20. Neither one is correct. I do completely understand. No, I keep trying to give analogies to help you understand, Dave. I'm really trying to help.
There are dumb analogies that don't correlate with reality at all.
Did you know whales and battleships are both attracted by gravity? That proves they're related.
Battleships are not biological organisms.
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Dave just barely squeaks by with a total of 24 times that he made Kent Hovind look stupid, with Kent Hovind only racking up 23 times that he made himself look stupid. Apparently, Professor Dave knows how dumb Kent Hovind is even more than Hovind himself. As with each victor of the debate wars, the winner shall have his speech. Professor Dave?
I might be naive in thinking that it is possible to say or do anything that could demonstrate to Kent's own followers what a piece of crap he is. That would be the true victory-worthy moment. I don't know if I'm capable of that. I would like to think that I am. But sure, I suppose I can take credit for having demonstrated to his face how many of his talking points are invalid, even more than he did so himself. So I'm proud of that. And if there's another opportunity, that will be my MO. That will be the sole purpose of the debate, will to be in rapid succession demonstrate that everything he says is wrong and stupid. So we'll see if that happens. I'm not sure.
And with that, our first debate wars has come to a conclusion. Professor Dave wins the battle, making Kent Hovind look like a total fucking idiot. Alright guys, thanks for hanging around until the end. A massive shout out to you, the viewer, for helping out with our fundraiser by sharing the content on social media, and if you're a content creator, feel free to share this on your channel. You can follow the link on the screen to the Teespring store or just check the description. Either way, thank you. The Aussies need our help, so let's help. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.
5 Wells. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks evolution means an elephant can give birth to a coffee table. Chrismer. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks the whale has a 15-foot penis. Harry Warp. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks rocks have genes. They prefer slacks. Theothens 619. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he has Dunning-Kruger and thinks he can debunk someone with a PhD. Daniel Cooper. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks Professor Dave is a fish. Sable Eagle. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot who mistook Kent Hovind for a human being. Quit asking me to sprinkle them titties. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he kept dropping his soap in the shower in prison. Cypher 0. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks I'm a fish because I've taken a swim before. He's also a tax cheat. Darth Weezius. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he believes the Earth is only 6,000 years old. He doesn't think the world existed before he was born. Oh Elam. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he has a PhD in dumb fuckery. Your pal Al. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because kangaroos are in Australia because they're afraid of tigers. What an idiot. Craven Murdoch. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot and satellites go beep 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 beep. William Newman. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he hates meat tubes. Chrismer. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks 6,000 years is a long time. Theothens 619. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because he thinks he was innocent when proven guilty in an honest court of law. Clive Wells. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because his academic credentials are as fraudulent as his tax returns. Quit asking me to sprinkle them titties. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because whales don't need bones to control their dicks. Sable Eagle. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot and he smells of elderberries. Anonymous. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because, well, he's just a fucking idiot, and he has a drive in being a dumb fuck. Damon McCready. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because someone wrote it in a book, so it must be true. Chrismer. Says Kent Hovind's an idiot because, well, he's a fucking idiot. Ding.